Hey there, everyone. Dr. Beth Westy here, and tonight I wanted to talk about toxic stress. This seemed like a fitting topic for tonight. As you guys know, I live in Minnesota. Minnesota. Yep. So, yeah, yeah, lots of stress here right now. Lots of stress here right now. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to cover and talk about. This is my specialty, and I figured if I can give people some information that's helpful and can help you understand your body and physiology and what's be going on, then this can kind of help you work with your system better to move forward in whatever way that you need to for your own health. So here we go. Talking about toxic stress. Now, I labeled this toxic stress because this is more intense stress. Essentially, we're looking at chronic stress, high levels for a long period of time, which is what a lot of people have been under, and having to deal with that physiological effect on your body and your system. So it's more than just, oh, I had this really stressful event and it resolved and I was able to come back from that. I had a great support system, blah, 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 all those things. Toxic stress is like crazy high levels of stress, and maybe it gets a little better, but then crazy high again. Oh, maybe it's all crazy high again, right? So if you think about it, think about the last year of your life, year and a half, whatever. How many events have taken place where you feel like you've had really high levels of stress? And then how many times can you think of that you have felt really peaceful, really relaxed, really like, this is great, I'm doing great for a sustained period of time? A lot of people that I've been chatting with, they've had more super high stress levels, right? Yes, Erica, super high stress levels than they've had times of feeling peaceful. So, and this is where we're at right now. And again, just in, I want to say my neck of the woods. I don't know, right? I live in Minneapolis. So, um, yeah, we have a curfew right now. Our governor made a curfew. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't go anywhere anyway. I'm not cool. But it's just very stressful here. So, anyway, so in dealing with this toxic stress, I was like, this is what I want to talk about because I want to help people kind of understand what happens with your system and then some things to work with this. Now, again, a lot of women want to take steps to work with their body on this because it affects so many things, right? It impacts so many things. My hair is also really crazy because, like, all day today, as I've been going over Dutch tests and things like that, I've been like literally pulling on my hair and like messing up my hair. And I was like, I should fix my hair before my video. And I was like, no, this is how it is because it's just been a nutty day. So here we go. Um, and if we're looking at this and looking at, okay, how can I help my stress levels and I really want to take steps forward? This is what I do, right? I work with women. I have a 12-week program. I have other books and resources. Again, these are on Amazon, the Female Fat Solution, Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon, teaching you all about your hormones, how to eat for your cycle, your hormones, wherever you're at in life. And I'm just going to put my wait list here. So if you guys want to, if you want to, get on the wait list if you're looking to take care of these issues. If you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I really need to work on these levels of stress. I really don't want it to mess up my my health or anything anymore. There you go. Just to give you some next steps, some things to look forward to. Yeah, okay. But things that happen in your system from toxic levels of stress, right? Your brain actually will change how it functions. Your hippocampus can actually not only decrease in function, but in size. You might be like, hippocampus? That sounds like a made up word. I know, but it's part of your brain. It's a little bit important because it deals with forming new memories, right? Like encoding new memories and also recall of new memories. And when you are under crazy high levels of stress, so for a lot of people, again, where I live right now, your brain actually has a really hard time creating new memories and recalling other important information from your memory because the glucose, your brain runs off of glucose, that glucose is being moved to other areas of the body, to muscle tissue, to help your system respond. When those cortisol levels spike, when you have really high levels and chronic high levels, your body will react even more aggressively, cortisol wise, adrenaline wise, all that stuff. And all of a sudden, the glucose that is in your system gets moved to those tissues to help your system react, right? It's that fight or flight, like I got to fight a bear or whatever. And that's what happens to your system, but it impacts how well your brain can function. Yeah. Oh my God, this is me. I have no hippocampus. That's not funny. Yeah. But realize like, oh, I really need to work on my memory, or oh, I have so much brain fog. Oh, what's wrong with me? La, 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 la. This like stress. This isn't something that, oh, just eat more kale. Right? Oh, just have some more kale. You'll be fine. No, this has a big impact on how your overall body functions. And you can't just like, oh, I'm just gonna decide not to have my body react like this. No, this is how your body reacts. This is what your body's been dealing with. This is what your body's been putting up with. So your brain literally changes, right? And it also impacts how everything else can kind of work and function. There's more to this, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. So just realize this. If you're looking for more information on this, or if you guys want me to talk more about this, I totally can. Just again, you can leave a comment, you can send me a message if you're not comfortable commenting. More than happy to do a deep dive on any of these topics related to stress, related to the body, whatever. Just let me know. Again, the information I put out is really geared towards helping a lot of women realize what they need to shift and change in their bodies and health to take the next steps towards better health for them, and to really just teach you how to advocate for better health for yourself. So there's that. So let me know if you want me to do more on that. I can. Gut health. Your digestive system decreases overall in function. So you're going to have more bloat. A lot of people have cramping. Like, oh, I don't know why, but my stomach feels really tight. Or I didn't eat that much, but I feel like my food is just sitting in a knot in my stomach, like a big rock. Ugh, yeah. It also means it's going to decrease the nutrient absorption that you have, leading to and making it more likely that you can become nutrient deficient, even if you're eating really healthy stuff, even if you're eating really good stuff, even if you're eating lots of supplements, eating, consuming, whatever, lots of supplements to try and help. Oh, I'm taking this multivitamin. Well, great. But if your digestive system is not functioning well because of this toxic stress, it's going to have a hard time keeping up. Yeah, great. Sleep, you're going to decrease in quality of sleep, which means you're not going to get to the deep restful sleep, which means you're not going to have that repair happen. You're not going to have certain hormone levels shift and everything else that happen overnight. Your circadian rhythms can get thrown off, and that leads to more exhaustion the next day, which leads to more fatigue and brain fog and hormone issues the next day. I know, right? So fun. Muscle. Decrease in muscle tone. Yeah, your body can actually target your muscle tissue for energy. I went over 2 different tests today alone where I had to chat with women and tell them, yeah, by the way, your body is attacking your muscle tissue and eating it. It's breaking it down, catabolizing that muscle tissue for energy. And we can see that on the Dutch test. With the 12-week challenge, which is why I put the link there in the comments, we do a Dutch test to see what your hormone levels are. Yeah. And this is one of the things that we look at. Is your system targeting your muscle tissue or not? Are you able to build muscle? Are you able to recover from workouts? That type of a thing. That's important, right? So decreasing the tone, and then again, decreasing repair. So recovery from workouts, recovering from being exhausted. A lot of times with really stressful events, it can be really hard to recover the next day. Like if you've ever had this where you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I just had a crap-tastic day. Like it hit the fan left and right for me. And holy cow, how do I come back from this? And then the next day you're like, I'm still exhausted. Like the stressor is gone, but I still feel fatigued. I still feel worn out. Ugh, what the heck? Yeah. Oh, what's wrong with me? Nothing. Your body's having a hard time having that tissue repair because of the amount of stress that your system's under, and how fast it burns through glucose and everything else. And the last piece I want to touch on. So again, this, I could talk for days on this. Days. So again, let me know if you want me to do a deep dive on anything more with this. But it basically throws off your hormones. When you are under toxic levels of stress, it will decrease ovulation. Ovulation will occur late or not at all, right? And so you can have good progesterone levels. You can have the right other hormone balance and everything else. Ovulation just won't happen. Your body shuts it down, right? Your body shuts it down. It also decreases the hormone regulation. So if this happens enough time, right, if you have enough toxic stress levels, week after month after, long periods of time, it really starts to decrease the overall hormone production and regulation in your system because it's just too much to manage. It's It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. Those cortisol levels will impact how well, not only that you ovulate, but that your estrogens can be maintained. And a lot of that has to do with the liver. So for people, for gals, what I have seen recently, especially in a lot of the Dutch tests that I've gone over, holy cannoli, so much estrogen dominance. So much estrogen dominance. Why? Why is that a big part of it? Well, one of the things related to that is that when your body is under so much stress, this toxic level of stress, the liver has to process through all these things. Liver also is in charge of processing through a lot of these hormones, right? Estrogens, which means it can't do it properly, which means your cycle can get messed up. You can get heavier periods, right? Clots, more pain, more PMS symptoms, all these things. And yes, it can also be related to gut, to sleep, to brain function, all those things too, right? All of them impact. So great. So great. Ooh, stop giving me good news, right? um, but that's why it makes it so much harder to come back from. It's not just, oh, let me make sure I have a regular period. Okay, good. But it's not something you can outrun or work out harder. It's not something just like one supplement is going to take care of. You really have to work with your whole body and whole system and get the entire thing back on track. And that way all of your hormones can be regulated. Now, if you have been doing a good job regulating your hormones, managing your stress levels, all those things, to have a big stress event, your system can actually come back from that a lot quicker, and it has all the tools it needs to stay on track regulation wise throughout it. But a lot of women don't have that. So that's why I'm diving into this right now. That's why I'm talking about this right now. Because so many women, I mean, I work with a lot of women, in my area and, location wise, and everybody's stress levels are just out of control. So take care of yourselves, take care of your people, like people around you. If they're struggling, if they need help, send them this video if it's going to be helpful information for them. My goal here is just to educate women more on things that you can do to take control of your health, to get and keep a better result longer, and then to understand why this might be happening for you. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know if there's anything else that you need, or if you want me to do a deep dive on any one of these things, especially related to toxic levels of stress, because that's a different thing than just like, oh yeah, I had a really tough day. Okay. Toxic levels of stress are a little bit more than just that. So, okay, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know if you need anything else. Other resources I have for you besides the books that I mentioned, I also have my YouTube channel, which is called Dr. Beth Westy. I do a lot of videos talking about nutrition and hormones and everything for women. And then my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. Yeah, found in all places podcast. And I've got some really fun episodes that have come out recently. So anyway, let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, have a great night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when our curfew ends. Okay. I know. I know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I know. My husband was going to go out to the store and I was like, babe, can't go. Can't go. There's a curfew right now. You don't need to go. We're fine. We're fine. We have food. I made dinner. You're fine. I wanted ice cream. You can live without ice cream. You can have a popsicle. So, okay. Let me know if you guys need anything else. Otherwise, I'll see you later.